won't be temperature. Why do we need to study temperature in the practice of pharmacy or medicine?
Some medication is refrigerated.
Okay, because of drug storage, okay? Everybody else in the world uses Celsius or centigrade, okay? Except for the United States, we use Fahrenheit, okay? As part of your job as technician, you check refrigerator temperature. It can be per shift, okay? It can be twice a day depending on your hospital or the institution you work for. Okay, but we want to make sure that the refrigerators are working, the freezers are working. That's why we check. There's a log for them. Okay, you have to know what's refrigerator temperature and what's freezer temperature. It comes out as a question on the nationals. Okay, what's refrigerator temperature? Does anybody know? It's in Celsius. That'll be your homework. What's refrigerator and what's freezer temperature and what's controlled room temperature. Those are the three major ones that come out on the nationals. Tip, 8 degrees is what I try to remember all the time. What is that for? Is that freezer? Is that Celsius? Is that in Celsius? Is that refrigerator? Etc., etc. Okay. Temperature, we convert Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay. We don't check vitals. As pharmacists and technicians, we don't check vitals, okay? So this is not our job, but we check storage conditions, okay? Because once we receive inventory for drugs, we check for where they should be stored. Does it have to be controlled room temperature? Does it have to be refrigerator? Does it have to be freezer? Etc., etc. Spell Celsius.
C-E-L-S-I-S.
Other term for Celsius? Grade, not grade. Spell Fahrenheit. A lot of you are young.
F-A-H-R.
R?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
R.
F-A-R-H.
I hear it from the back. F-A-H. Fahrenheit. Very difficult to spell. In the old days, I think they still have it. There's a perfume name, perfume brand name, Fahrenheit. These are for people my age. They know this. It's in a maroon bottle or burgundy bottle. Okay, and it's so strong. I think it's for men. I think they had it in women too. So Fahrenheit spelled this way. Take note. I remember when I was in school, somebody asked, "What's your favorite color?" And then that somebody said, "Fuchsia." Right? How do you spell fuchsia? Oh, I changed my mind. My favorite color is red. Okay, just as a segue, fuchsia is spelled this way. A lot of our agents changed color to a fuchsia. That's why I remember it. But this is how I remember it. Just take out that thing in there to remember. Okay. Okay, so just a spelling. Let's spell. Let's spell. Okay, Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius. If you know one formula, you don't have to know the other. Agree?
Agreed.
Okay, because you can always derive a formula from that particular formula. And I always remember just one out of this two, and then I derive it from there. And what is it? It's easy to remember. I picture the who plays mahjong?
Oh.
I picture the mahjong. How do you call that? The tiles, whatever it is. What is that? That's a formula. I remember. This looks like, because this is number 2. This is number 1 for the Chinese. Okay, for the mahjong pieces. Okay. So I do that because it's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the heck is that? That's a formula for temperature. What do? I just put this. F minus 32 over 1.8. You may see in books it's 9 over 5, that formula. If you divide If you do 9 divided by 5, you'll get 1.8. So this is a shortcut. F minus 32 is 1.8. And this is a formula for, because you have the F, Celsius. And remember what I said? If you know one formula, you should be able to derive the other from it. And how do you do that? C, right, times 1.8, or you can do a 1.8C, right? What's next? You have an F minus 32 left, right? So what you can do is 1.8C, transfer, change signs, plus 32, you get your Fahrenheit. Oh, Miss L, that's wrong, because the F is on the right side. Hang banana. Okay, it can be Fahrenheit 1.8C plus 32. Make sure you press your calculators right, because sometimes, what? You get the wrong answer because you press the equals first, whatever. What rule do we follow in math? Parenthesis equation first, okay? Multiplication or division, addition or before addition or subtraction. Do you do those quizzes on Facebook? What's the final answer?
Oh,
Like all of this? Okay. And they're all fighting on the comments, like, no, this is the answer, no, this is the answer. I just laugh when I see that. Okay. It follows this rule, always. Okay. So multiplication and division takes precedence first, or priority, and then before addition and subtraction. So let's do some practice. But a couple of things that you want to remember before we do some practice. Okay. What's the boiling point of water? I thought you did chemistry.
Wow.
Boiling point of water in Celsius. It's easy to remember. 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, what is that in Fahrenheit? 212, you said? Let's double check. Say we don't know this, but I know that the boiling point of water is 100 Celsius. What do we do? Which formula do we use? You got a C, right?
Yes.
So you use this, just plug in the numbers, 1.8 times 100, and then you add 32, you should get 212 Fahrenheit. Three temperatures I'd like you to remember without doing the math. Was the freezing point of water. 0 degrees Celsius. When do we get snow? Huh? Never makes. Oh, we did have snow in 2008 and in 2011, something like that. Remember? About 11 inches. And then it went away after a few hours or after a day. So 0 Celsius is the freezing point of water. What does that mean? How do we translate that in Fahrenheit?
32 degrees.
My American people, what is the freezing point of 32 Fahrenheit? Let's double check if it's 32 Fahrenheit. Okay, 0, you got a Celsius, right? 1.8, anything multiplied by 0 is a? 0 plus 32? Even your little brother can do this math. And the answer is 32. What's a normal body temperature?
37.6.
It can be Fahrenheit or Celsius.
98.6 Fahrenheit.
98.6 Fahrenheit. That's normal body temperature. You don't have a fever. You're okay. Okay? 98.6 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Let's use the formula. What is it? F minus 32? 98.6 minus 32 equals, divided by 1.8. And what is that in Celsius?
37.
37. Things I'd like you to remember. Okay? Do not put 37.0. This is a general rule. Drop the trailing 0. Just 37. I'm talking about even if it's ml or milligrams, especially in those. Why do you have to drop the trailing 0? Because our brain is not programmed to look for that decimal point after a whole number. This can be misread as 370. It's dangerous if we're on the milligrams. Instead of 37 milligrams, it's going to be misread as 370 milligrams. Okay? So we always drop, as a general rule, the trailing 0. But say, for example, your final answer is 0.37. Do not forget the leading zero. Because if I just write 0.37, this can be missed easily. Our brain is not programmed to look for a decimal point before a number. But if you put that zero before, then it tells you, hey, find that decimal point. It's less than 1. This is crucial, not only in temperature conversion, but more so in volume, milligrams, okay, or ml, okay, or the amount of drug to be injected in an IV bag or directly into the veins of the patient. You follow? General rule, drop the trailing zero, do not forget the leading zero. So, in the test, there's no more 0.37. You are going to be marked wrong. Is that clear? Okay. 17 Celsius, let's do more practice. This conversion is just a matter of plugging in the numbers on the formula. 17 Celsius. Go back to the formula, 1.A. And then 17 plus 32 would be
62.6.
62.6. Another reminder, for temperature conversion, keep 1 decimal place or the 10th place. Because when you say a temperature, you don't say, oh, by the way, my temperature is 99.52. The thermometer only says 99.5. Okay? That's for temperature. These are rules for taking the test. However, okay, in the nationals, you may have options that have 2 decimal places, 1 decimal place. Always choose the best answer following the rounding off rules. Okay? Because some questions in the nationals or in the tests are not based on reality. They are based on just for the purposes of math computation. So again, this is my rule. Okay? But your options may be 2 decimal places. And that specific option is the best answer. Okay, so choose that answer. Hint, hint, wink, wink, exit exam. Okay? Let's do some in-class work.